Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Workout International. I just had an MMA sparring session. I'm gonna upload the videos here. I also spoke with my teammates regarding Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Make sure to follow the channel to watch the video because there are some very interesting opinions. Follow Workout International. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. Sky's the limit. For me, you, Workout International. we just had a sparring session. What I noticed about you is these calf kicks. You play them so well. Could you explain to me how do you give a calf kick?
Well, first of all, Sammy Cassidy taught me how to calf kick. He is a master. It's just
Show us a little bit,
just a little chip. It's not a big like jump and kick into it like here. We can just hit and just a little. You want the shin to the calf, and you can hide it nicely with a punch, jab.
Is it your shin that kicks or is it your foot?
It's like that part just above the foot. If I kick too hard with my foot, it might hurt. I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these kicks are so powerful, man. Why? What is it about the calf that it's such a weak area?
I think it's there's a nerve goes down your leg, and that gets compromised very easily. One or two good calf kicks, and your leg will be dead.
Yeah, because even now with the shin pads, you gave me a couple of calf kicks and I felt them.
Yeah, you can feel it. You've got to check them just a little.
Can you show the check? How do you check a calf kick?
There's a couple ways to check them. I would just turn my foot out a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, so that then their kick then connects with your shin bone as opposed to your calf.
Can you show against me? So I'm gonna block your kick.
Yeah.
So,
And now I'm kicking your bone that runs down there as opposed to kicking your calf muscle.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to turn, but I'm on my toes,
On
right?
your yep. Just stay on your toes. Just kind of lift your heel, pivot, like that.
Yeah. But do you have to flex your leg, your shin or something?
No. You can stay relaxed. You can stay relaxed here and just like that. It's just a little motion.
Yeah.
Check.
I have to ask you. You know a lot about MMA. But you come from the United Kingdom.
Yes, mate.
Anthony Joshua, who is a fellow Englishman for you, he's about to face Jake Paul.
Yep.
What is your opinion on that fight? How legitimate is that fight?
I mean, Anthony Joshua is a very legit boxer, but I feel like there's weight classes for a reason, you know. I think if it plays out professional heavyweight boxing fight, Anthony Joshua is going to win, and he's going to hurt Jake Paul. But I'm all for people earning a lot of money, you know. So if Anthony Joshua is going to get a good payday, I hope he goes out there, smashes Jake Paul, earns a lot of money, puts an end to Jake Paul.
But realistically, how is such a fight supposed to go? So, if it's not rigged, if there are no agreements, arrangements, how is Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua supposed to go in a real world?
I think Anthony Joshua would, if there's no rigged, no agreements, I think Anthony Joshua knocks out Jake Paul within 2 rounds. I don't think Jake Paul is going to be able to touch him. The size difference, the power difference. I think once Anthony Joshua lands on him good, Jake Paul's going to be in for a rude awakening, you know, and he's probably not felt any power like Anthony Joshua.
But what, in your opinion, what did Jake Paul think when he decided to face Anthony Joshua?
Jake Paul's got a lot of confidence in himself, and you know, you can't knock him, but I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. Maybe if he believes in himself, he believes in himself, but I'd rather him than me.
Okay, and many people say if Anthony Joshua does not knock Jake Paul within 2 rounds or 3 rounds, then that fight is actually a failure when it comes to Joshua.
Yeah.
What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think that for Joshua being a 2-time heavyweight world champion, legit boxer, if he can't take out Jake Paul pretty quickly, it could tarnish his legacy a little bit, but we're going to have to see how it plays out. I'd expect him to finish Jake Paul pretty easily.
Yeah. Jake Paul, what is your level of respect for him? Because in the past he was fighting against basketball players, against wrestlers, MMA guys, but now he's facing Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, no, I respect him for getting in there and doing it. I definitely see him now as more of a fighter as opposed to a YouTuber than boxes, you know. He trains a lot, he trains hard, and he'll fight anyone, clearly. So I have to respect him for that, but I just don't see him doing well against Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, that's also my opinion. I want to thank you very much for the time, but before I thank you for the time, tell the people, what kind of fighter are you? I know you fight in Muay Thai, I know you fight in MMA. What is your style of fighting?
I like MMA the most. I think it's the most fun. And from MMA, I'd say I'm more of a grappler based. I like to grapple, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Striking is not my go-to, but yeah, more grappling based.
But actually, as a striker, I think you are very, very difficult to deal with because you put forward pressure what I found difficult was when you were walking forward, you put such a pressure that it's difficult to outbox you. Why is it, tell me, why was it difficult for me when you were going forward with your hands up? Why did I struggle to deal with that forward pressure?
I think it's because I come with my hands up. Sometimes when people come forward, they tend to drop their guard a bit. They might get a bit confident. But as I'm putting pressure forward, I'm staying defensive as well, offense and defense at the same time.
You've got very good calf kicks. What I noticed is when I tried, I threw one deep kick, you immediately grab the leg.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know you yet, so your strongest quality is wrestling, you explain. Okay, let's say I meet you 1 year from now. What will you have achieved, or where will you be 1 year from now in your career?
1 year from now, I would have made my pro debut. Hopefully, had a few more pro fights, and yeah, that's pretty much where I see it going. Turn
Okay.
pro, a few pro fights, and just keep on enjoying,
And
keep on training.
what is an organization where you would love to fight for?
Well, coming from the UK, and one of the biggest European organisations is Cage Warriors. So I'd love to get on Cage Warriors, fight for them.
Why should Cage Warriors sign you? Imagine that Graham Boylan is watching this. Why should he sign you?
Because I'm excited, mate. I will come and I'll bring an exciting fight every time, every single time.
Okay. Thank you very much, Karen, for the time. All the best. I hope to see you at Cage Warriors.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you. Luis, you are the jiu-jitsu coach here, the person who taps everyone on the ground. Could you tell me, that has nothing to do with your area, but Anthony Joshua against Jake Paul. When you heard that fight got announced, what was your opinion?
Anthony Joshua will just smoke him if it's not a fixed fight. But again, he's doing it for the money, obviously. I would too. Lots of money. I heard 90 million or something.
92.
So yeah, it's just he can knock him out if he just it might be like Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, like how Floyd Mayweather's just playing with Logan Paul the whole time, like just for show, as it is, like money grab, you know.
But tell me, a person like Anthony Joshua, who is so successful, a world champion, so many titles, big legacy, and now he takes this fight. Does this ruin his legacy?
I don't believe so. Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul, as I said, that's really done nothing to destroy his legacy that I've seen. Like, it's the same thing with this fight now, and everyone's going to forget about it. Like,
What would you say, brother? Now, Jake Paul, many people are saying, yeah, these guys just picking basketball players, wrestlers, MMA fighters. Tank Davis was way smaller than him, but now he's picking Anthony Joshua.
yeah.
Is now your respect for Jake Paul higher, or what is your opinion?
Respect to anyone that gets in the ring. Obviously, he's fought a few good fighters. Some are just a bit old, like Mike Tyson. But then he's fought like UFC fighters like Mike Perry, bare knuckle now, and he's knocked him out. He's knocked out a few others. So respect to him. But with this fight, he's again big respect. He's taken the fight, but again, it's just not gonna turn out the way he wants. He's just gonna, I don't know if it's a money grab or if he just thinks he's gonna knock out Anthony Joshua, but he's not gonna do that.
But realistically, what is your expectation? How will this fight go?
Either, as I said, Anthony Joshua is gonna play with him, or it's a knockout. Don't know what round. He can choose what round he wants to knock him out, to be honest, I reckon, because he's a big boy, and it's just Jake Paul versus a heavyweight.
But there is a clause which says that Anthony Joshua needs to be 245 pounds, no more than that. Normally, I believe he fought against Usyk against that weight, but in general, Anthony Joshua is way heavier. He's about 260 pounds, maybe. What kind of impact will that weight limit have on Joshua?
Obviously, if you're cutting weight like that, you lose muscle mass, a bit of strength, but again, he's still a lot bigger than Jake Paul. It's not really much difference. If he was versing a good opponent that with his size, that cut down to the same weight, yes, it's a bit of a difference than just versing Jake Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And okay, so last question for you. Imagine that Jake Paul goes 8 rounds with Anthony Joshua, because the fight is 8 rounds. Imagine that Jake Paul actually manages to go the full 8 rounds with Joshua. Was the fight rigged? Is Jake Paul a really legit boxer? Or what is your personal opinion about Jake Paul in such a scenario?
It's hard to say that now, but if it's you'll see if Anthony Joshua was playing with him, goes the whole 8 rounds. It's like, oh, he just played with him. If Anthony Joshua was really trying and he goes the whole 8 rounds, respect to Jake Paul. But I don't think it'll go the 8 rounds unless he's playing with him. It won't go the whole 8 rounds.
Yeah. I personally agree with you, but now I respect Jake Paul because this is a huge challenge in front of him. Thank you very much for the time. All the best with Jiu-Jitsu, and see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yannick, we just had a sparring session, an MMA sparring session.
Yeah.
Could you tell me, in your opinion, what is something that I need to improve in my game when we are sparring?
I think you have to do like more like feints in your sparring game. You were like backing up often when I was going in, and like I was feinting, you were going back. So you maybe have to adapt more feinting and try to counter me when I'm going in. And yeah, that's I think the main stuff you have to do.
Yeah, I agree with you because every time when you were putting pressure, as you mentioned, I was walking backwards because I hate the boxing range.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable in the boxing range. But you are very explosive. I have to say you are very explosive. For the people that don't know you, what kind of fighter are you, and what is your style?
Bro, I like stand-up, but when I'm taken down, I like it like a BJJ. Like I'm not good wrestler, so I can't get people down very good, but I like it when someone takes me down. I like to play on the ground and do some BJJ stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because we've done also some jiu-jitsu. Jeremy the Jaguar is on the background, guys. He's a one championship fighter, as you know.
He's very good and he's tired today.
He had a lot of sparring rounds today. We all actually had a lot of sparring rounds. Could you tell me, Yannick, as an MMA fighter who is very dedicated to his sport, what would you say now? You see Jake Paul is about to face Anthony Joshua. What is your opinion on that fight, objectively?
Bro, I think it's just all about money. So it's not really about the sports anymore. Like when you do this like influencer fights, like I think wanted to fight how's it called, Tank Davis before. Oh, what is this matchup even? This is not a real fight coming up there. Like now it's like same weight classes, I think maybe, but I don't care about this fight really.
But realistically, how big are the chances of Jake Paul to pull a big upset against Joshua?
Well, I think Jake Paul is not a bad boxer, that's for sure, but I think this is different level. Yeah. Anthony Joshua, when it's a real fight, Anthony Joshua will knock him out.
But there are people who are saying if Joshua does not finish Jake Paul within 2 rounds, then that's actually a failure. So people say Joshua needs to finish him very quickly. What is your opinion if that fight goes 6 rounds and Joshua finishes him? Well, does it mean that Joshua failed?
Bro, I don't think so. I think they do some show for the for the viewer and everyone, and do like maybe not only. I think Joshua can maybe finish it in 2 rounds if he wants, but like they're doing show, like going a bit slower maybe, and yeah, I think it's not real, 100% real fight.
So you don't expect them really to go, both of them, for the knockout, or Joshua to go for the knockout?
I don't think so. Not in the first rounds. Maybe in the later rounds he tries to, but I don't think.
Okay, but Jake Paul is now taking a fight against a legend of the game. Anthony Joshua is a very experienced fighter, former champion, a real true heavyweight. Would you now say, okay, I respect Jake Paul because he's taking a real fight?
Yeah, sure. I respect this when it's a real fight. If it's a real fight, so for sure I respect it. When Joshua is going 100% on him, I have respect for Jake Paul.
Okay, but for the people who say, yes, but Anthony Joshua is actually selling himself. He's just basically taking the fight only for the money. He's destroying his legacy.
Yeah, sure.
What is your opinion?
Yeah, sure. He's taking only the money.
But is he destroying his legacy?
I don't think he's destroying his legacy, but he's just needs, maybe he doesn't need the money, but I don't know how much he gets, maybe like 100 million for this fight. Or
92 million, I believe.
Bro, that's crazy. I would take this fight as well in his situation, but I think destroying his legacy, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, and let me ask you a couple of questions about you. You're an MMA fighter at the moment. You've got very good jiu-jitsu. Your stand-up is very good. Tell me, what is your goal as a fighter? What do you want to achieve?
Yeah, I want to become like better and like maybe fighting in a good organization, like maybe in Europe, some organizations, I will compete there maybe in the future. But now it's just my goal to be better in like wrestling and the stuff I don't really good in, and yeah,
But
develop this.
let's say, for example, I'm Octagon MMA or I'm Cage Warriors or a big organization in Europe. Why should we sign you? What makes you worth of signing?
No, at the moment I don't think I'm ready for this like big organizations for sure. Like it maybe needs like 2 more years, or I'm confident I can do this like in 2 years or some maybe more. But at the moment, I think it's not. I'm not in the situation to be there.
And that's very important that you're actually honest, because many people are delusional. They say, I'm ready, and they're not ready. You're very honest with yourself, and that's important. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for the time, and I hope you get not only to a big European organization, but actually to the UFC.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.